There's a lot of roads like this in Southern California. I miss the back roads like this. The views are just incredible because you don't have forests like in Washington. I mean, you can see forever, and you can see the contours of the hillsides and the rocks and everything. It's just not fun to hike in it because it's so hot. Driving is awesome though. They used, I don't know if they had windshield washer fluid when I washed my window at the gas station, because it kind of just smeared. It almost looked like just water. They're very diluted. Do a temperature check. 42 degrees. It might be like 35 at the top, I'm gonna guess. I want to say we're up at 5,000 to 6,000 feet at the top. It's pretty high up there. And I think I'm gonna stay in California all the way home and not go to Nevada. See if that works out. Fun getting video here. There's a schoolie on the left, a little short schoolie that someone's camping in and spent the night by a picnic table. It's way cool. That's the kind of schoolie to have, a little one, so you get better gas mileage. It's probably no longer than 20 feet. That's cool. It still probably gets horrible gas mileage, but it's a lot better than the big ones. So I've spent $375 2 nights for hotels. Just to give you a reference of why I like camping. Even if I had stayed at 2 state parks, I might have spent $50 to $75 max, camping. So you can definitely have longer trips when you're camping. That's why I want a van someday, maybe. I'm pretty happy how this trip is going, though. Couldn't ask for a better day. So this is the road is called S1, San Diego County S1. I wanted to eat so much food at the Viejas Casino Resort. I mean, everything looked good. I didn't even go to the grab and go this morning because they had breakfast burritos, and I was like, I don't need that. I would have bought one. They have the best breakfast burritos around San Diego. They know how to do them. truck passing. He's a worker going somewhere. He has things to do. Oh, this was so fun when I hiked through here. So the Pacific Crest Trail is to the east of us. It comes up the mountain. You basically go from Campo to Lake Morena, across the I-8 by, I think it's Boulder Oaks Campground, and then a long climb. It's like 4,000 feet elevation gain up to Mount Laguna, and you do that on like day 2 or 3 of hiking, and it just about killed me. It was rough. You're carrying a lot of water too, because if you do it in a dry year or late in the season, there's no water going up the hill. Right now, there's 1 or 2 water spots going up the hill at least, because we're in winter still. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we're in the area where when it snows, there's all these pull-offs on the side. This is where people play in the snow. There's a little porta potty up here too. There's some hiking trails. 46 degrees, wow, it's warmer than I thought. Yeah, we had some fun times. I've had fun times up here. I need to get out of the reminiscing areas. Because I will be back in the rain and cold soon. I gotta make sure I don't prolong this trip. I told my wife, I said, I'm not driving east anymore. I'm not gonna keep getting dragged east and make this trip longer and longer and longer. I'm gonna start heading north and stick to my plan. Because that's what happens to me normally. I'm like, oh, just another day driving this way. Just one more day. Before you know it, you're in Texas. Oh, so pretty. So pretty soon we will be heading north again. We're kind of going south and east right now. As we go up, it would be fun to camp up here someday. The campgrounds are not open over the winter though. To the top, basically. When I lived here, we did some Pacific Crest Trail maintenance in the area. That was fun. Is that snow? Sure is. Snow from the snowplow side of the road. And we are pretty much at the top now. We kind of just meander up and down a little bit while we drive along the crest of the mountain. Still going east a little bit though. So they have, I think it's Ponderosa pines and big old oak trees here. So on the left is the Wooded Hill Campground and Aqua Dulce Trailhead. Never seen that campground open. It's like Memorial Day to Labor Day. It's a really short season. I never understand. Well, I don't understand it, but I guess I do. It's cold up here in the winter. I would think it would open earlier, but they can get snow here as late as April. For the next month yet. Thing Valley Road. That's what road we drove down to do trail maintenance. That was kind of sketchy. We were in a bunch of Jeeps, and I swear one Jeep, it almost got stuck because there was severe erosion and it was very banked. Yeah, that was crazy. I would not drive my truck on Thing Valley Road. I don't think you would want to. The Burnt Rancheria Campground to the right. So that's where the PCT hikers stay. And you have the Pine House Cafe and Tavern. Very hiker friendly. Awesome breakfast. I shouldn't say just breakfast. They got everything. They got lunch and dinner too. And up here on the left is where I thought about staying. The Mount Laguna. Oh, there's another restaurant right here, the Outpost Valley Farm. And then on the left here is where I stayed when I hiked. It's called Laguna Mountain Lodge and Store. Really cool. They have camping supplies, post office. It's an oasis by the time you hike here from Campo, which is like 55 miles, I want to say, away. You're just amazed when you get up here. I sent a lot of stuff to Kennedy Meadows from that post office, and then I did not make it there, and I never went to pick it up. Probably like $100 in gear and food. I did not pack well that first year. I had a bear canister. I was going to carry it the entire trail because I didn't know any better. And let me tell you, bear canisters are heavy and take up a lot of room. So when I started hiking the first time, it was 2009, and there was no YouTube, I don't think, yet. So I used a trail journal site where everyone would vlog, they would write their diary basically, and it's all text. Couldn't even have photos, I don't think. And that was how I found the Pacific Crest Trail. And no one uses that site anymore, I'm sure. So you would basically get to your camp, write your journal for the day. They had these devices you could buy that would upload the text, kind of like an email/text messenger thing, and that's all it did was upload your text to like whatever site you had it hooked up to. Because they didndidn't have smartphones back then. Actually, they were in infancy also in 2009. But it wasn't very reliable back then. trail is to our right, and you follow the ridge. Amazing views. Just look up Mount Laguna, and you'll see tons of pictures of the view looking east into the desert. I don't have time to stop. I'm sorry. Because worst case, I have to get to Lone Pine to find a reasonable hotel price, and that's a long ways away. I don't want to get stuck in Death Valley dark and miss out on filming. And I don't think I can afford to stay in Death Valley. But I'm gonna try and shut up now. I've been blabbing a lot, reminiscing, and trying to tell you everything I remember from my adventures here. So we are headed north now on Sunrise Highway. They had a fire go through here. Oh, has it been 5 or 10 years ago? See all the dead trees. It's really sad. So here they saved these trees. This is what it used to look like all along here. Pine trees like that. Wow. That is awesome. Actually, you can see the desert from here. Yeah, when I hiked through here, there were patches of snow, and it was really windy. It's kind of cold too in the mornings. Kind of about like the weather right now. Might have got to 50 during the day. It's 48 right now. We have 11 miles and we'll get on Highway 79 north to Scissors Crossing, which is the famous trail magic area of the Pacific Crest Trail. People go there with their trucks, cars, sit by the highway and hand out food and drinks. Up here once up ahead where there's an awesome viewpoint, and I filmed the sunrise for like an hour and a half with a tripod camera. That was really cool. You hear the birds and everything. But this used to be all wooded. This fire was like 20 years ago at least. A long time ago. It's so hot when you hike up here because there is not a lot of shade. So up ahead, there's a little pull-off picnic area. can't remember what it's called, but they have a water catch there normally. They used to have spring water, I think, but I'm not sure it's drinkable anymore. Hopefully there's a sign. I can give you the name. It's another pretty famous Pacific Crest Trail area. You could camp here too. It's the Pioneer Mail Trailhead. They got vault toilet, you know, the water, shade. That's the best. One of the best things about it is the shade on a hot day. Oh, I wish when I hiked this, I said I would never do it again. I would love to do it again now. I would want to do it with somebody. I wouldn't hike as fast either, for sure. I did the first day I hiked from Campo to Lake Morena, 22 miles, I think. And I just killed me almost. And then I was I don't know why I was going so fast in this section. But I would definitely try and stick to like 10, 12 mile days, especially in my condition, if I reduce speed the rest of my life. It's just awesome out here when you're hiking. So there's basically 4,000 to 5,000 people trying to hike this trail every year, starting at Campo. Oh, we're actually in the Anza-Borrego Desert State Park now. I did not realize that. That park is really nice. It's huge. And it has awesome wildflowers sometimes. This year will probably be one of them. Oh wow, you can see the San Bernardino and Mount Jacinto mountains from here. This is where you start going down on the PCT. I think I see it. You go through this valley and then you go up again. And the valley had a little water catch. There's a road that goes through it. This is just awesome. Yeah, for anyone that gets to hike the PCT now, I'm jealous. Down to 5,000 feet. Still up there, pretty high. So pretty. Love SoCal. I love the nature in SoCal. The deserts. This would be the high desert, basically. Once we get out of the mountain, or mountains. I also like the fact I can pull over anywhere and go to the bathroom on roads like this. Makes things easier. let's just take the road east of this, not realizing how far east it goes. And I don't think we got back to San Diego until 7 or 8 at night. We never heard from her again. I don't think she was very happy. Like, took her out, drove around for 12 hours and only got one hike out of it. I thought it'd be neat to show her the heat in the desert also. I mean, it was like 115 and we stopped. It's the Sunrise Trailhead. Yeah, a little horse corral place there. There was access to the PC2 to the right from there. There's a little spur trail that might have been half a mile long, because sometimes people would use it to, they used to have water at that campground. You can refill your water, because this is a hot section with no water basically once you leave Mount Laguna to Scissors Crossing, and the only water at Scissors Crossing is usually a water cache. Truck says the speed limit's 40 and I want to go 55, and I just don't know if I believe that, but I am going 45 just in case.
Mile, turn right onto California 79 North.
Yeah, I need trips like this once in a while. You gotta like see areas that you have been to before and have memories. It's fun to reminisce. So Lake Cayamaka.
Take the next right onto California 79 North.
think they have a resort or two, a bunch of houses. There might be a restaurant if I remember right. All right.
Continue on California 79 North for 6 miles.
So Julian is in 6 miles. They have the world famous Julian apple pie. And if you're a Pacific Crest Trail hiker, you hitch a ride there from Scissors Crossing and you get a free piece of pie. It's a bunch of little hotels, motels, bed and breakfast places. I did not go there because I did not want to hitch a ride, and I stayed in Mount Laguna for a night because of a snowstorm. So I didn't feel I needed to go to Julian. A lot of people actually resupply there's a post office there, so they can send boxes there. I did not hitch very often. I want to say I only did it once, and that was to Tehachapi, where I ended my hike the second time. I wasn't very comfortable. An older lady picked me up in Tehachapi, so I felt safe. She was probably 65. That's what she does, she said. She drives through the area a lot for things, and she sees people, she picks them up. She took me to a hotel in town, stayed there for a day, and then I called my wife and said, I'm done. It took her another day to get out there. It's hard hiking by yourself. You get lonely, you kind of get scared because you don't have that support group with you. Especially when you're in the dry areas, you do worry about water, getting dehydrated. If you could hike with someone doing it, I would definitely do that. It's just nice to have company. And it's not like you have to walk right next to them the whole day. You know, maybe you just meet them and camp in the same spot at the end of the day. So you can still get your solitude during the day while you're hiking if you want. This is a windy road to Julian. Julian's a neat little town. Wow, 20 miles per hour is right. So I believe we're in San Diego County still. Yeah, we are. I'm not sure what county's to the north of this. San Bernardino, maybe. The counties are really big down here. There's some amazing houses in these hills though. It'd be so peaceful to have one. I would be so worried about wildfires, I should say. This chaparral burns really, really good. Basically has oil in the leaves, is why it burns so good.
We found a faster route.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm doing this. Still pretty warm, 46. In the sunshine. So I look toward the coast, toward San Diego, and you can see the clouds. So San Diego is probably cloudy right now. gets the marine layer a lot in the morning. So I'll probably stop at Scissors Crossing and take a restroom break. So today is Tuesday. I could be home Friday at the earliest, Saturday at the latest, I think. I'd be happy with that. It would be. The nice thing about if I got home Friday, I could do something with my wife on Saturday. But we'll see how it goes. Julian Trading Post. I will drive through Julian real quick, just so you can see it, because to drive this far and not do that would be a shame. It's only like a mile detour, really.
In half a mile, turn right onto California 78 East Banner Road. Signs for Westmoreland, Brawley.
This is the outskirts of Julian, though, basically. So Julian, in the summer when it's really nice,
Take the next right onto California 78 East Banner Road. Signs for Westmoreland, Brawley.
Really hard to get a parking spot. There's so many people come up here.